Hi, this is Adam Taylor with the ITS Group. In the last video we took a look at setting up a LanSchool connection server, which is now in place. So we're now going to flip over to the other server, which is our report server, and that's where we gather all of our data. So I'm just going to shrink this back down to size. If we now expand out server number 2, and this is a very similar install process to the last one. So we just want to go back to our network share, find the LanSchool installer. This time we'll go to the tech console folder, and we'll go to report server setup, and we want to make sure that's run as an admin because it's an exe. There we go. So if you thought the LCS was complicated with its one setting, the report server has even less than that. There is literally nothing to configure. If you just click through, accept the terms of service, and then hit install. The requirements for this are exactly the same as the connection server, roughly about 4 GB of RAM, maybe 2 GB of disk space if that. And we also recommend that IIS isn't installed, port 80 is available, and .NET 4.5 is already installed as well. As I said on the previous video, this sort of thing is covered by Windows Update these days, so you shouldn't hopefully have any issues there. Maybe on the slightly older versions of Windows Server you may have to install it manually, which you can download off the Microsoft website. If there are any port conflicts on 80, such as other web services running or anything else that uses a browser interface, this is the point where that error will flash up. We haven't had anything there, which is great. So it's going to prompt you to restart, and we'll just hit finish, and that will initiate a server reboot. Now the LanSchool report server uses a free version of SQL called SQLite. And with SQLite, we are basically tabling up all of the data from the very first login, all of the usage stats, websites, applications, keyword usage, monitoring login times and durations and frequencies. A lot of information there. There we go, boot it back up, log back in as an admin. Okay, now to initiate the LanSchool report server, we just want to go back to services, give that a run. I'm just going to scroll down to L. And we're looking for that service right there, LSK announce. So it looks like it's running, looks like it's set to automatic. That's great, that's what we want. The report server has a fairly unique function, which is because it's installed on a server, it's going to be installed alongside the LCS. They're going to be within broadcast range of each other. So the LCS will actually be automatically detected by the report server. The report server will look for the presence of an LCS. If it finds one, it will start pushing its traffic through that and then trickle down. If it doesn't, then it will just work in peer-to-peer broadcasts and attempt to find things that way. Same with the tech console. We're going to load the interface up. To do that, you just want to open up IE on the server, type in localhost, and hit enter. It may take a few seconds to initiate for the very first time. After that will be smooth. And in this process, we are now launching the report server. So there we go. Again, you may get some IE pop-ups, just ignore them, close them. And there's our report server interface. Now the default login for this is administrator LanSchool. And that's brought in the interface. Now because we haven't got any clients yet, there's no data. But what I'm going to do is treat this as if I was actually setting up a brand new report server off the back of an old one, and bringing in a whole set of old data as well in the process. So here's one I made earlier. We'll just copy that database file and just change the name of it so it's just report server.sqlite. That's it. We'll now take that file and we'll go to C, program files x86 LanSchool report server. And about 3/4 of the way down, you'll find the database. Report server.sqlite. There it is. So I'm just going to paste that in and overwrite the old one, like so. Now, if I just refresh the interface, there we go. All of our old data is back in. So we can see all the computers are in with their inventories. All of the website listings have been recovered, and all of the student records are in there as well. So that's great. Okay, that is the LanSchool report server done. So another machine down. Excellent. That's all for the server side of things now. You can take off your server hat. We're all going to be all consoles and clients from here on out. With those two things set up, you rarely ever need to touch them. They are both web interfaces, so you don't even need to RDP into the servers. You can just access the information by typing the IP address of the server into the browser from any machine on your network, provided you have the login details. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. In the next video, we'll move on to the tech console. If you enjoyed the video, please do give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, that really helps. If you do have any comments, please leave them below and we'll always try and get back to you quickly. I've been Adam Taylor and thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.